Hi everyone in English 2323. It's Dr. E and I'm here with your week 6 instructional video. I have a visitor here who doesn't want to get out of my lap. This is Ruby. We'll see how long this lasts. So I hope you feel like you were able to hit the reset button a little bit last week and that you're energized and ready to just get back into the swing of things. So without wasting any more time, let me go ahead and get to this week's work and where to go and what to do. All right, so if we go to the content area in D2L, we're going to go to the module for week 6, eventually. All right, so you'll see that we do have some reading, of course. We have the biography of Arthur Conan Doyle, which is posted in D2L, and the Speckled Band short story, which is also posted. So these are outside of our course text, so just be aware of that. You have the instructional video that you're watching right now. We do have a pack back question and discussion due by Thursday. You'll respond to 2 of your colleagues by Sunday, and then a participation quiz. So, a pretty straightforward week in terms of what to expect, and these are things that we've done before. So if you scroll down, you're watching what will appear here as number 1. Additionally, here you have the readings. So you have the biography for Arthur Conan Doyle as well as the short story. Additionally, I'm going to add the weekly schedule here because it's been updated for the remainder of the semester. And I do ask that you take some time to look at that, and please let me know if you see anything that is confusing or any errors, because I've looked at it so many times. I'm not seeing any of the errors if they're there. So help me out, help with some peer reviewing. So that'll be posted here. And of course, it'll also be up in the syllabus schedule rubrics area. All right, so we have a Packback discussion. If you click on that, remember we always want to access Packback via D2L. Don't just go straight to Packback, the website. So if you scroll down, you'll see that there are instructions for the week 6 discussion, which are pretty straightforward. They're nothing new, just in terms of what our goals are for creating these questions and kind of creating discussion essentially that you are able to develop on your own based on your own interests and curiosities. So just please remember to start your question with the week number so that it's just easier for me to get in there and grade and organize, because Packback doesn't necessarily help with that. All right, so if you need a sample question, go ahead and take a look at mine. So I put the week number here, what elements of Doyle's life are directly, so this is what I'm interested in. So think of what you're interested in. Don't necessarily just jump into the same topic that I've offered here. But it's helpful to just look at how I formulated the description, as well as the fact that there is a link, that I included that I thought might be interesting, and I'm giving you a source. So these are the different ways that Packback is really useful compared to the discussion area of D2L, where there's just not that same kind of functionality. You can embed stuff, you can include links, but it's just not as easy. And you can, of course, edit your posts and use all the features of Packback, which I'll talk about in just a second. So to go ahead, and remember, you don't have to answer my question. This is just a sample, right? So you'll want to click Ask a New Question. Start with your week number here, and then this is where your question is, and then you want a detailed description. So why is that something that's interesting to you? How does it relate to the readings from this week? So you'll want to bring in the biography, you'll want to bring in the short story by Doyle, right? Because part of this is showing what you know, but also urging others to engage in those things that you are curious about. On the right-hand side, you'll see that there are some elements here you want to keep an eye on. As you type, you'll see these different categories. You'll see a red line that will then go to yellow to green as you go around that, and that's just indicating that you're getting a high curiosity score. You're doing well with credibility. You want those to be in the green to get the best possible grade. And when you go through, you have this option to show feedback, and that will walk through every grammatical area or every spelling, everything that Packback wants you to recognize as, is this something you want to keep? This is something we've identified could be an error. So take advantage of those tools that are available to you. That's part of why we're using Packback to begin with, right? All right, and remember here you can mess with the font in different ways. You can italicize, underline, all of that good stuff. And this little plus sign means that you can add video, you can add links, that kind of thing. So again, take advantage and then cite your source. We really want to move into ensuring that we're always thinking about the sources that we're pulling from and giving credit for those. All right. So if we go back up to week 6, the only other thing we have to worry about this week is the quiz, which is not visible yet because I'm still going to add questions based on this video. And there's a random word for this week is going to be scissors. I'm just looking at my desk. Additionally, I wouldn't say that there are questions directly related to my pack back discussion question. I mean, I wouldn't tell you that ahead of time. But make sure you take a look at that and use that as a sample that kind of helps you compose your own question and description. All right, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out through the Q&A discussion post area. That's so helpful. Or if it's something you want to work on more one-on-one, you can send me an email or we can set up a time to meet. But have a good week. Hopefully you're feeling a bit refreshed.